Hello there, my Gemini collective. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Oh my goodness, Geminis. Ooh, there's the Ten of Wands. Look at this. Oh, sweet Jesus, Geminis. Ooh. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, Geminis. What the fuck is up with your energy? There's the Seven of Cups. Some of you messy in love. Maybe now isn't the time to date. Yeah. You need to be prioritizing something here, Geminis. Take what's yours and leave what the fuck isn't, Geminis. Oh, there's the King of Cups. Some of you avoid the King and Queen of Cups energy with you, Geminis. Now isn't the time with regard to those relationships or partnerships. There are far better options or opportunities. So stay focused on you, Geminis. What's your favorite astrologer? I love this energy with you. There's the Hierophant, the Queen of Wands, the Four of Cups. There with the Five of Swords. Oh, the Five of Swords. There's the Capricorn energy. And there's the Hangman vibe. There with the Nine of Wands. Lord have mercy, Geminis. What's over the Nine of Wands? The Page of Swords. You always get that with the Page of Swords energy with regard to you, Geminis. The Crosswatcher energy. Some of you is kind of like just the basic generic energy of the lovers when it comes to relationships or partnerships here, Geminis. Boy. But that's the energy here. So some of you now isn't the time. Or those of you that get overwhelmed or stay stuck or stagnant in relationships or partnerships, now isn't the time. The Capricorn is the voice of reason for you. The Capricorn's the voice of reason. Oh, Geminis. What's over here with the world vibes? The Eight of Cups. The Four of Wands. Yeah, you'll know if the vibe is right with regard to options or opportunities here, Geminis. So, I mean, if you're doubting that relationship, partnership, option, or opportunity, trusting your instincts and trusting your intuition here, Geminis. Some of you, this is just kind of making a decision with that Seven of Cups. I don't feel like it's ever lack of an option or opportunity with you, Geminis. But it's kind of messy options or messy opportunities or not really knowing what's the right sort of vibe or just a lot of indecision here with you, Geminis, with that Seven of Cups. So you got to choose. So make a choice. Date, don't date, who you going to date? What's the sort of energy on that? You always get the Ace of Cups. So I feel like it's like the perfect energy for you. So it's kind of, you got to know you here at that Seven of Cups and just make smart choices. Some of you don't have too many choices that you feel overwhelmed as well. So if you're somebody that looks at a menu and can't decide what the fuck you want, and then those of you, if you're dating and you got like all these options or all these opportunities, but you don't quite know what the fuck it is you want, it's kind of like that. So you're either going to waste time, energy, and effort on a relationship or partnership that you're not quite sure what the hell you're even interested in, or you're going to take the time and kind of prioritize things here, Geminis. So you got to know what the hell you're interested in. Instead of with regard to trying to overwhelm yourself here. Especially if you can't even decide what the fuck you want from a menu. So if too many choices kind of confuses you, it's kind of like that vibe. I don't know. Your energy should be good. You should be making smart choices. It's a very, there's an unconventionally lucky energy with you, Geminis. Make choices, make smart choices as well. Some of you, the King and Queen of Cups energy isn't the right vibe. So I don't know. If you need to know whether to date or not date, you kind of need to prioritize some things here. So I don't know. I like the energy with you. But understand what it is that you're looking for, what the vibe is, what the hell. You got some decisions to make. So those of you Geminis that don't like to make decisions, don't overwhelm yourself. Especially if you can't even decide off a fucking menu what the hell you want. Because it's not lack of Geminis. Ooh. Moonlit baths, take it easy. Relaxation, rest, and pause. Yeah, Geminis, I love this. We did have the Gemini new moon. There's like a generic energy with regard to this as well, Geminis, because you are like the lover's vibe and everyone wanting to create like relationships or partnerships. But what's the sort of energy on that anyway? A lot of choices, a lot of options. That's like the Capricorn vibe. So, damn Geminis. This is why I feel like date, don't date. You'll know if the vibe is right, but you got to quit doubting yourself with that Seven of Cups. So, if you don't know what the hell it is you're looking for in a relationship or partnership, you need to kind of get that clarity. Some of you don't overwhelm yourself any fucking way because, I mean, if you can't decide what you want from a fucking menu and you got all these like options or opportunities, it's like, don't overwhelm yourself. Don't overwhelm yourself here, Geminis. This is a very generic energy, so it's not like necessarily particular to you, Geminis. It's like with the Seven of Cups, you have choices, you have options. So you got a choice to make. If you tend to stay overwhelmed or stagnant, someone can't even choose off a fucking menu. And then they wonder why their romantic life is so fucking messy, right? So it's if too many choices or too many options overwhelm you, then make some interesting choices here, Geminis. Oh, it's all this positive energy with you, and then you got like decisions to make. It's such a generic energy, though. Honestly, here, Geminis. So take what's yours, leave what's not. The energy of you not being overwhelmed is kind of the whole vibe there, especially with going from the Eight of Cups to the Ace of Cups. Oh, and there you got the Aries energy, Emperor vibes. Ask wonderfully, receive graciously. I don't know. It's not that complicated, but you got to be able to make a fucking decision. Someone can't even choose off a menu. This is someone that looks at a menu and they spend 20 fucking minutes and still don't know what the hell they want. So maybe some of you are dating and you're kind of running into this energy. Everyone's sort of undecided. Or everyone wants like every option or every opportunity. That's given the song 32 flavors. So, damn Geminis. Some of you, I feel like you need to get single. So you're doubting that relationship, partnership, option, or opportunity. For some of you, you're like overwhelming yourself. Gemini, some of you, this is the person that's in a relationship or partnership, and they ask everybody else if they should stay in that relationship or partnership or get out of that relationship or partnership because they're not quite sure. This could be yours or with regard to options or opportunities with you, Geminis. I mean, this is just basically someone can't make a decision and they get stuck or stagnant. Damn Geminis. Your energy's not that messy. There's like a basic vibe on this. So but that's kind of dating vibes though, isn't it, Geminis? Because I don't feel like you shouldn't be dating. I don't feel like you should be overwhelmed with that. But some of you, if you are overwhelmed or you tend to get overwhelmed or some of you just with regard to like options or opportunities. What's the song, Geminis? I don't know if you're prioritizing yourself, making healthy choices, and some of you not overwhelming yourself as well here. However the hell the Seven of Cups energy is, Geminis, how you view that. There's nothing I can do, total eclipse of the heart. See, I don't feel like you're going to be single for long. I feel like there's a lot of great options or a lot of great opportunities, but you'll know if the vibe is right. So if you're doubting that vibe any fucking way, you kind of have some decisions to make. This is a very generic energy too. So those of you that's dating, this is kind of like that vibe. That's that unconventionally lucky energy as well with you Geminis. Some of you, it feels overly optimistic. But honestly, here, Geminis, with the Four of Cups and the Five of Swords, there's a lot of indecision. And then you got the Capricorn, the Hangman there with the Nine of Wands. And then you got the Page of Swords there with the Two of Cups. Some of you, there's messy vibes here, but it's all like indecision energy. So, I mean, whatever the fuck that is, if you need other people to make your decisions for you, or those of you that get, if you have more than, someone can't even choose off a fucking menu. It keep with that Seven of Cups. This is someone that'll look at a menu and they still get overwhelmed because they have like options or opportunities. So they never really quite know what it is that they want. This could be your energy, Geminis, or some of you, this could be with regard to like relationships or partnerships. Some of you need to get single. Some of you are looking for clarity in something that you have to decide what the hell's important to you. So if you're doubting that relationship, partnership, option, or opportunity, it's kind of like that vibe. You got to move through that Seven of Cups energy to bring in like the better options, the better opportunities. But that's all stuck stagnant energy. So those relationships, partnerships, situationships, whatever the hell that vibe is, aren't going anywhere because so prioritizing yourself. Who gets overwhelmed? It keeps coming back to getting overwhelmed at a fucking menu. So, you know, if you can't decide what coffee order you want or what drink you want or what entree you want, and then you're kind of the same indecisive when it comes to like your relationships or partnerships. Or Geminis, this could be with regard to a relationship or partnership you're dealing with. Those of you that's casually dating, this will be something that you just need to be mindful of. It's not a negative, it's not a positive. It just is what the fuck it is. This is also given that energy of like fear of missing out. So there's a lot of indecision here. There's a lot of indecision here. And then it's just based on indecision. So someone don't know what the hell they want. It's like prioritizing things here. Because look at the options or the opportunities there at that Seven of Cups. The King, Queen of Cups isn't a smart choice for you now, Geminis. So those of you, if you start dating and maybe you pull your energy back because you realize you go on like 3 or 4 dates and everyone's kind of the same, it's kind of like that. Don't overwhelm yourself and kind of prioritize some shit here, Geminis. There's this beautiful abundant energy. Whoever the hell's in this, Four of Cups, Five of Swords, Capricorn, Hangman, Nine of Wands, Page of Swords with the Two of Cups type relationship or partnership, and you got the King and Queen of Pentacle energy here. This is a relationship or partnership that isn't really going anywhere. It's a very stagnant vibe, Geminis. So, I mean, you got some choices to make. Prioritize yourself here, Geminis. This really is giving the energy the person that can't choose their coffee order, or if they get a menu, they have like options or opportunities. They get so overwhelmed. Those of you like casually dating, those of you with regard to like options or opportunities here, Geminis. This doesn't have to be your energy, Gemini. Some of you with regard to options or opportunities, especially those of you that's dating. That's got a dating 101 energy. Seven of Cups isn't a negative. It isn't necessarily a positive. It just sort of is what the fuck it is. Some of you getting single. So, I mean, I don't know. If you need someone else to decide if you should stay in that relationship or partnership, then you're not really invested in that kind of option or opportunity. If you're doubting that relationship, partnership, option or opportunity, then even you're doubting that vibe. That's why it's kind of messy, because someone's just undecided here. And if you need guidance on what your love language is, what the sort of emotional capacity in a relationship or partnership, this is what brings about like truly close connections, truly emotionally validated relationships or partnerships, Geminis. Or you're just going to continually be choosing the wrong relationships or partnerships. Lord have mercy, Geminis. It's so generic though. So it's not even like an original type vibe. I think you should focus on the positive. Date, don't date, trust your instincts, trust your intuition here, Geminis. I think you had this a couple readings ago, where the Emperor and the Empress were right there with the Sun. Those of you with that Gemini new moon, those of you that are paying attention to your astrology, I love this energy with you. Some of you with regard, the King and Queen of Cups isn't the right kind of option or opportunity for you right now, Geminis. There's all this positive. You just got to be making smart choices, Geminis. Someone isn't single and they're kind of stuck or stagnant. Again, that's the Seven of Cups vibe. That's optimism. Date, don't date. You should be feeling pretty good. Taking your time here, Geminis. So, who's in the Seven of Cups? Who's in the Seven of Cups? Some of you, if you go on a date and someone can't even pick like their coffee order, or they take forever if they're given like a menu, Gemini, some of it's that energy there at that Seven of Cups. So I don't know, make smart choices. Some of you, there's relationships or partnerships that aren't going anywhere. You're kind of mindful of that as well, Geminis. So I mean, take what's yours and leave what's not. There's a generic energy to this as well. So it's not particularly you, Geminis. It just sort of is the energy. So, I don't know. Focus on the tangibles. Make smart choices. Date. I don't feel like that should be. That's kind of a non-issue. Especially if you're like prioritizing. You know what the hell you're interested in. Not so dramatic in energy unless you really have a hard time choosing partners or making decisions. Really good work vibes. I don't see you being single, but I don't think you're in that relationship or partnership. Not if you're still in that energy. Oh, good luck, God bless, take what's yours, leave what's not, Geminis. Peace, love, and light.